Hello everyone, it's Ariom, aka Yuno, aka the Fireface guy, and today we have a deck profile for Inzektors featuring Earth package. This deck was piloted by Monsoon Canadian, and it topped fourth in the Moral Attack Monthly number 4. It's a bit unconventional, but it's really neat. This is the exact same deck card for card, so let's just jump into it. It's basically like you try to fill up your grave, stall a bit, and then make a big push with an OTK. Basically, that's kind of the name of the game here. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Starting off, we have our one copy of Dragonfly and one copy of Hornet. This is the limited cards. Obviously, we play them. 3 copies of Centipede. For those of you who don't know, Inzektors, basically you have the attached guys. You have the equipees and the equips. So you have like Dragonfly and Hornet that whenever they are detached, they have an equip card detached, they trigger an effect. Dragonfly special summon a guy from deck, Centipede searches an Inzektor card, and they're not once per turn. Meanwhile, Hornet and our 3 copies of Ladybug, basically you can attach them from the graveyard, and then you can detach them and pop a card for Hornet, or you can raise the level of the equipped monster by 1 or 2, or actually any monster on the field, I think. They have other minor interactions, but that's the basic gist of them. And then we're playing one copy of Gigamantis and one copy of Hornet. Gigamantis is useful for combos. Hornet also generally useful card to have around. Decent card. That's our Inzektors. For the Earth package that I mentioned, we are playing 3 copies of Mathematician. These guys dump your Inzektors into the grave so you can revive them later, or you can dump Hornet or Dragonfly, Ladybug, so you can use their effect since they can attach themselves from graveyard, as well as hand. And 2 copies of Card Trooper, also the same thing. And the really nice things about them is that they not only mill cards, but they also draw your card when they die. And they will play 2 copies of Card D, also Earth that digs into your deck. Basically, the early game you're just normal summoning these guys, and then you try to spam the field with your Inzektors. We're also playing 2 copies of Train Construction Signal Red, I think. That's the translation of the Italian name. I didn't check. Shit. Anyways, this is basically a level 3 Earth battle fitter, kinda. Doesn't end the battlefield. Doesn't end the battle phase, but it is indestructible by battle. So it's basically a slightly worse battle fader, but it's level 3, which is useful because your guys are level 3. It's Earth, which is useful because it's a Earth package because we're also playing Redux. Mainly as a Monster Reborn, can be used also as an extra 1600 attack if need be, but it's mainly just a Monster Reborn. Discard it and Nerf, and you get a Reborn, which is really useful, as you will see in the Spell and Trap. Speaking of which, 3 copies of Soul Charge. You don't OTK when you use this, but you can make a pretty good board and pop your entire opponent's board. So it's pretty damn good still. 3 copies of Duality, because, well, on the early game we are not really special summoning anything. 3 copies of MST. Not only is it good to clear the opponent's back rows to OTK, but you can also pop your own cards if you're stuck with kind of awkward hands. You can pop your equips and trigger your Inzektor effects that way. We're also playing 2 copies of Lance just to protect versus backrows, and then we're playing 1 copy of Inzektron Blade Zectcalibur, which it's useful for combos like Gigamantis. Also gives your monsters a big boost like Gigamantis, and one Foolish Burial because we want to dump our stuff. Then for chops we are running 3 Call of the Haunted, really important card because it gives us back our Centipede, our Dragonfly, so we can do our combos and doesn't prevent us from decaying like Soul Charge does. Then 2 copies of Threatening Roar to stall out, and then just to have a little bit of defense, we're playing 1 Compulse and 1 Solemn Warning to round off our main deck. So for the extra deck we are running Shark Fortress, really important card in the deck. It's kind of like the only deck that really likes this card, pretty much. That's Shield Decay with ease. Then we are playing Gaia Charger and Volcasaurus. You make these guys with Ladybug and also the rank Force. We have 1/1, Exiton, Dweller, Black Ship, no Rhapsody. It's not my deck. I would have probably put in Rhapsody before Black Ship up. It's probably good. Master Key Vito, just a good dark we can make. Demon Direwolf and Cowboy. Cowboy I can definitely see coming up since we are often attacking with a lot of main deck monsters. And Demon Direwolf just clears back rows, so can be good. For our rank 3s we are playing the 1 copy of Alucard to clear back rows. Nightmare Shark. I don't think... No, it cannot target Shark Fortress, but you can attack twice with it, with Shark Fortress, which is nice. And otherwise can still be somewhat useful sometimes, I guess. 1 copy of Leviathan Dragon, just in case you need a free detach and can't use Alucard because the opponent doesn't have any set cards. 1 Engineer, just as a defensive option, and 1 Levier. Maybe they crowed your Dragonfly, you can get that back. So yeah, that's the deck. I won't pretend that I know how to play the deck, but the deck is extremely cheap. Like there's like Levier, Nightmare Shark, Alucard, and yeah, Exiton is like $5. Everything else here, these 5 cards are like the $2 to $3 range. Oh, I'm saying dollars, but I mean euros. And then in the main deck there's like a couple of dollar cards, like Solemn Warning, but thankfully the Inzektors got reprinted, so you know, Gigamantis isn't like $6 anymore, or whatever price it was. It was super expensive before. I'm lucky I built this deck after the reprints, basically. My wallet is very thankful for that. But yeah, that was the deck profile. Leave a like, subscribe. Shoutouts to Molson Canadian, who is also the guy who topped with Ghost Trick Artifact. Join the Hot Format Discord, and goodbye.